What if I told you that one of the best ways to make your car look shiny had nothing to do with your paint at all? You'd probably think I'm crazy, right? The truth is, a lot of car enthusiasts and even professional detailers miss this, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it. We need to have a little chat about your lighting. No, not your headlights. Everyone knows that restoring your cloudy yellow headlight lenses will make the front end of your car look awesome. But for some reason, most people neglect their taillights. And while they might not take the same beating as the lights on the front of your car, it's super common for the red or amber colored plastic to get scratched up and develop swirl marks. Well, good news! You can polish your taillights the same way that you can compound and polish your paint job. And even better news, it's actually even easier because even though technically you are removing a thin layer of plastic, you don't have to be paranoid about burning through your clear coat like you do when you polish your paint. And unlike your headlights, you shouldn't need to wet sand these unless they're in really bad shape. So, how do you polish your taillights? Ideally, you're going to want to use some kind of a machine polisher here to get the best results. But if you don't have one, you can still make an improvement by simply polishing by hand with a little bit of compound on a towel. I like to use a dual action machine with a 3-inch microfiber cutting pad, and then I also switched down to a 1-inch pad on my Rupus Hybrid Nano, but that thing's pretty expensive, so if you don't want to spend that kind of money, feel free to just do those tight spots by hand with a towel. You don't have to tape off the surrounding area unless your paint is flawless or ceramic coated, or your lights have like a trim piece around them that's either made out of plastic or rubber that you don't want to hit with your pad. That'll contaminate your pad and it could scour the plastic that you're trying to polish, not to mention it's probably going to leave a nasty stain on that trim piece that can be kind of hard to remove. Otherwise, you can just jump straight to the correction. Just try your best not to hit any nearby edges that might have thin paint. I actually chose to remove the taillights when I did my MR2, but that's because the paint is super sensitive and thin, and also I wanted to be able to get into the recessed areas with my polisher from all different angles. Step 1. Compounding. I tend to go fairly aggressive with a microfiber cutting pad and a pretty hardcore compound like Meguiar's M100. This will help me to be able to remove as many scratches as I can as quickly as I can. This plastic is pretty tough, but you still don't want to run your machine wide open and stay still for a long period of time. That can melt or distort the plastic. Instead, run your machine at speed 4 or 5 and keep moving, albeit slowly. When you start to notice the fibers of your pad get matted down with compound and residue, blow it out with compressed air and then get right back into work until you reach your desired result. Got 'em! Also, make sure to inspect your work with good lighting so that you know they'll look good when the sunshine hits them. Step 2. Polishing. The fibers of the cutting pad from the previous compounding step might leave behind a bit of a haze after removing all the scratches. And that's okay, that can easily be removed with a quick refinement polish. For this, I'd switch over to a foam finishing pad and a more mild refinement polish like Meguiar's M205 or Menzerna 3500. This will bring out a high level of gloss and make your taillights look incredible. Step 3. Protection. You don't have to overthink this protection step, just use whatever you use to protect your paint, whether it's a wax or a sealant or a ceramic coating. Unlike restoring headlights, we didn't sand off a protective coating here, so there's no need to spray a clear coat or something like that. By the way, you can use this same process on red or amber colored plastic side markers as well. The bottom line is that if you've done a paint correction on your car and you leave your taillights looking dull and scratched, it's going to take away from its overall look. And if you haven't polished your paint, this is a great way to add some gloss if you're not quite ready to go down that correction road just yet. This shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes or so, and it's a great way to make your car look wet and glossy. If you found this interesting, make sure to check out this video next where I share a whole bunch of tips to make your car shine without polishing the paint.